Quote, "An ill-organized scheme, though supported by many, goes to pieces." Meaning of the quote: this proverb warns that the strength of a plan lies not in the number of its supporters but in its structure, organization, and wisdom. Even if thousands believe in an idea, their numbers are meaningless if the idea is built on weak foundations, poor planning, or confusion. True success requires clarity of thought, detailed preparation, and careful execution. Otherwise, the project will eventually disintegrate under its own weight, regardless of how many people back it. Spiritual perspective. In the spiritual realm, there is an underlying principle that governs all existence: order and balance. The entire universe operates in a profound harmony. The planets move in precise orbits. The seasons change in predictable cycles. The smallest particles follow consistent natural laws. This order is not accidental. It reflects a deeper wisdom. When human beings act in alignment with this universal order, with clear purpose, discipline, humility, and integrity, their actions bear fruit. But when people act with disorder, confusion, or ego-driven haste, even the most popular or well-supported plans unravel. Disorganized collective action is like many people rowing a boat in different directions. Instead of moving forward, the boat spins or capsizes. Even great energy, when misdirected, leads to ruin. Inner message: right intention must be followed by right action. True success requires inner harmony first, then external organization. Numbers cannot substitute for wisdom and clarity. Scientific perspective. Science is full of examples where structure and organization are far more important than mere quantity. 1. Biology. A human body contains trillions of cells. Yet, it functions well because every cell follows specific instructions encoded in its DNA. If cells grow without order, like in cancer, the entire organism is threatened, regardless of how many healthy cells still exist. 2. Engineering. A building or bridge must be carefully designed. Even if thousands of workers build it, if the blueprint is flawed, the structure will collapse. 3. Physics and systems theory. Complex systems, like ecosystems or economies, function only when different parts are in balance. Random or poorly coordinated changes often cause collapse or chaos. 4. Astronomy. Galaxies contain billions of stars. But they don't crash into each other because of the order created by gravitational forces. Without this balance, stars would collide, and the galaxy would disintegrate. Scientific principle. Complexity demands structure. Quantity without quality leads to failure. Let's bring this wisdom to life through a small story. The Tower of Stones. In an ancient kingdom, a great king wanted to build a tower that reached the sky. He announced his plan and promised rewards to all who helped. Thousands of people from every corner of the land rushed forward. Bricklayers, carpenters, blacksmiths, merchants, and farmers all came to contribute. But the king, overwhelmed by enthusiasm, neglected to appoint a chief architect. Each group began building according to its own understanding. Some laid broad heavy stones at the top. Others built narrow sections at the bottom. Some placed decorations before the structure was stable. Many workers argued over whose method was better. The tower grew taller but increasingly unstable. Cracks appeared. Sections leaned dangerously. One night, a strong wind blew, and the poorly constructed tower collapsed entirely. Many lives were lost. The kingdom grieved. A wise old sage later said, "The strength of a tower lies not in the number of stones but in the wisdom of its design." The king learned a painful lesson. Without proper organization and wise leadership, even the most ambitious dreams fall apart. How it applies to our everyday life and our work, Projects fail if teams have no clear roles, goals, or leadership. Even with many employees or resources, disorganized efforts lead to confusion and wasted time. Lesson: planning, clarity, and coordination are key. In relationships and families, a large family or community can still experience discord if there is no clear communication, mutual respect, or shared values. Lesson: harmony comes from understanding and structure, not simply from being together. In personal goals, having many ambitions but no clear plan leads to exhaustion. Juggling too many disorganized tasks often results in burnout or failure. Lesson: prioritize, plan, and focus. In social movements, even large protests or organizations fail if there's no unified vision or leadership. Lesson: true change comes from clarity of purpose and organized action. In nations and societies, a nation may have great wealth and population, but without just governance, thoughtful policies, and wise leadership, it will eventually crumble. Lesson: stability requires more than numbers, it needs wisdom. Unity without organization is like a river without banks, it floods and destroys instead of flowing towards its purpose. Success demands clear vision, wise leadership, disciplined action, alignment with universal order. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.